Hello, my name is Oluwabukola, and today I'll be presenting Pandas. Introduction. Panda is one of the most popular library and popular tools in Python. It is in open source. It is used for data cleaning, manipulation, data analysis. And Pandas most of the time works along with other Python libraries such as NumPy, SciPy, or Matplotlib. And you can import into Pandas different type of data formats such as CSV, JSON, and SQL. Pandas has two different types of data structures, series and data frame. Series is a single column of 2D array defined in Pandas that can be used to store any type of data, be it integer, string, and all other types. And to create series, we invoke the pd.series method and then pass a list of values. This I'll be showing during the demo. So data frame is a 3D array and it consists of three principal components: the data, the rows, and the columns. And it is similar to when you have Excel spreadsheet. Why should I use Pandas? Pandas is essentially powerful and it's a great replacement for Excel. It can be used for easy calculation on statistics of data to find like the average, distribution, and median. It can be used for data cleaning, data manipulation, where you merge, join, and reshape. And you can also use along with Matplotlib for data visualization. Installing Pandas, I'm using a Windows operating system. And after I downloaded my Python using this link, I went to my command prompt and I was able to install it using the command pip install pandas. Here is a picture of my installation telling me it was successful. But for my demo, I'll be using Anaconda, so I had to install Anaconda. The next thing is Pandas demo, which I'll be showing next. So the first thing I did on my Anaconda Jupyter notebook is importing Pandas package. So the first thing, import Pandas as PD. You have to rename it so that you don't have to like every time write pandas when you need to like call the library. So then we have another library I'll be using alongside another package I'll be using alongside Pandas, which is NumPy, and I renamed that as MP also. And here it tells us that we're using the version 1.0.5. The first demo is the creating the series. So I call this code by a variable name x, and I invoked pd.series. I gave it a list of integers, list of numbers, and named the series ages, and I was able to print it, and this was the result with the names of the series is ages and the type is integer. Then creating a data frame. You can either create a data frame by randomizing values or by using dictionaries. So here I showed both using randomizing values and using dictionaries. Then the first one is the randomizing values using NumPy alongside Pandas. The NumPy was able to random values for us for 7 rows and 5 columns, and I was able to list the name of the columns. This is the result here. Then the other one is when you use dictionaries. These are the key names and the values for the dictionaries. And after I printed, I was able to get like the column. Remember, data frames includes the row, the data itself, and the columns. So the next is importing CSV file. The command for importing CSV, I have to rename the file. The file name is us_cast.csv. That's rename it for easy calling the variable, so that I can use the variable later on for other things. So I have to rename it here, and the function is pd.read_csv. So this is showing us car.head will show us like the first 5 values. Car.tail will show us the last 5 values of the data frame. And I did cast.columns will show us the list of columns. As you can see, the names here correspond with what you have on here. So print card.shape tells us the number of rows in the data frame and the number of columns. So it has 2,499 columns and 12 rows. Oh, sorry, 2,499 rows and 12 columns. So you can also do like some descriptive analysis using the describe function. So it depends on most times descriptive analysis is used for numerical values in your table. So price as integers, so I was able to use that, and I did like a rough summary of the price column. It gave us the mean, standard deviation, the maximum, minimum, and you can see I invoked the describe function. Then card or mileage. Mileage also has like numerical values, and I did the same thing here, and it gave us like the mileage summary. So I did some other selection and data cleaning. I took out some non-important this is used to remove the data that are not needed in data. So I used the card or drop and renamed that data as cars. So it was different from this one. We have a new data here, cars. So without the VIN and the LOT column. So cars. So I did also some sorting, like to sort, and this is card or sort. That's the function, and you tell the column you want it to sort by. Here it's showing us that this column was sorted. Start from 0 down to the highest value. Then I did card the sort, price and mileage. I wanted to sort it by price and mileage, which it also did for us. So the next thing is showing integrating SQL with Pandas. The function is from MySQL.connector import connection, and I had to name my connection this. I did the connection with my host name, username, password, database for 2020, and I also invoked this function, which I'll be using later on. So this shows me that my connection was made, and I created a new table, new_table pd.read SQL query, and I have this query that show tables from fall 2020, which is my database, and new_table will give us like told me that I have two tables in this two tables in the database. So person_new_person, I named the variable person to show us the list of fields in the tables in the database I have, the type of data they have, where there is null values and where there is not null values. And I was able to do that with this function here. So for every table name in person, like I should be able to describe the kind of data. This is why I have this. So the results shows us that persons have field person ID, last name, first name, and city, and sport has sport ID, name, and person's name. So I did a pd.read SQL_query to show us all the rows in persons, which is my database, and this is the output from that. Then I also did another query, select person ID, last name, first name from persons, and that shows us like the person ID, last name, and first name from the database here. Then this one I tried inserting a column, insert into person ID. This is the response, and it told me with the result because of my code here, one record inserted. And I have query _3 update person. So the record I inserted, I asked it to update the first name, which was Washington, to Karim, where person ID is 55. Remember, I inserted the value with this value. So at the end, I called on that to select all from persons. So you can see the last one I inserted was there, 55 Jaden, and when I changed the first name to Karim, and the city is Washington. So that's all on my presentation. Thank you. Bye.